Hey guys, it's Bethany. Welcome to my video. Something that I really like to do in my spare time is play The Sims. And I thought maybe it would be cool to put up a Sims video every Saturday, calling it Sims Saturday. And hopefully that's something other people would be interested in, other than myself. But I just love playing The Sims. It gives you so much creativity, freedom, and allows you to do things and plan out your life. But today we're actually going to get a little bit real with it. And I'm trying to make my house, like my actual house that I actually live in, which is a lot harder than you would think. The Sims comes with a few limitations. If you've ever played it, you know that not everything can be super realistic. The way the stairs are laid out, for instance, like I have a closet under the stairs, and it doesn't really let you do that here, and my stairs are a little bit different configuration and length. So I did the best I could. Some of the things are not going to be like super accurate, but I thought I did pretty well. Also of note, I live in a townhouse, so I share one whole half of my house with a different house. There's only two of us together, so one half is to the outside, but I do have a townhouse, so you'll see that straight edge there on the right, and that is going to be the other house next to us. They also don't have like all the objects you might need for a normal house. For instance, we have a bar cart in our dining room, and there's no bar cart in the game, so I just put a little actual bar in there. And then they also don't have safes in the game, which we have a large safe in the garage, so I just put like a vault and I sized it down. I have no idea if it would actually work in gameplay, but I thought that got pretty close. Our home, we just recently bought it. If you didn't know, we just moved in about 3 weeks ago, so some things are not in the place yet. We don't have a whole lot of pictures up or anything, and nothing's super decorated. We have replaced the floors downstairs with a lighter laminate wood flooring, so you'll see that reflected in the downstairs, but upstairs is still carpet, so I left it as carpet in there too. We're planning on whitewashing the fireplace, which is good because they didn't have a brick fireplace in the game like we have in our house. So I made that whitewashed, and then you'll see that there are light blue cabinets in the kitchen, and that's something that the previous owners had done, but I'm hoping to maybe paint them a gray or something like that. But for now, I did leave them pretty much like what we've got going on in the actual house. There's also not a lot of lighting in my house. Like in the living room, there's not any ceiling lights, or any of the smaller bedrooms. There's no actual ceiling lights. They're all based on bedside tables and like floor lamps and stuff, so that was a little bit of a challenge to be able to see things in the game. So I left a couple lights in places where there's not actually lights, but maybe in the future we'll get some in the ceilings, because that sure makes it a whole lot easier to see in your house. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know The Sims is something that is kind of like a niche gameplay, but I think it's really fun, and if you've never played it, that might be something cool to check out. The Sims 4 has come a long way from The Sims 1, if that's what you originally played. I used to play that on my PlayStation, I think my PlayStation 2 back in the day. We used to play The Sims 1 or 2, so definitely check it out if you haven't seen it in a few years. The base game does come with some really cool stuff. You don't have to buy all the expansion packs, though. If you are going to invest in a couple of them, I think I definitely recommend the Parenthood one, because it makes parenting and toddlers and children and stuff a lot more realistic. And then seasons, so you'll get like winter, fall, spring, summer, get all that, as well as precipitation, and you're not just constantly living in a like summer wonderland with no holidays or anything. So definitely check those out if you've never played. So you can see here we are doing the living room. We just did the kitchen and the dining, so I'm just trying to get some furniture placed around so I kind of get if I've got the right proportions in the house, because that was also very hard. I did a couple trial runs before actually filming so that I knew how to put the walls, since there are some weird angles. In our living room, we do have quite a large entertainment setup with a whole bunch of movies. If you've watched my cleaning video that just came out, you'll see the movies and how I cleaned up that space, so definitely check it out if you want to see that in real life. And then we have a small bedroom downstairs that also could be used as an office, but we'd made it into our guest bedroom. I do have some custom content, so things that other creators outside of the actual Sims team have made and I've downloaded. But I haven't included a whole lot of it in this build. I did include like an archway and then like the actual IKEA bedside tables in that small bedroom downstairs. So you'll see a couple of that, but I didn't really use a whole bunch on there. And I do have my builds on the Sims 4 gallery if you do play under Bethany Games. So definitely check those out. I only have a couple up there. We have a red front door, but I couldn't find the exact one that would fit straight in the middle of that hole. It would clip to one side or the other, so I had to pick that one with the windows, though ours doesn't actually have a window. And then we're going to fix the lighting. Like I said, we only have some lamps, and I tried to find the ones like we have in our actual house down here. And then here in the kitchen, we have that weird giant rectangular box light that sits like an older 70s in the actual ceiling itself. So I tried to replicate that as best I could. We're hoping to tear that out at some point, but small things at a time. We have our laundry out in the garage, so I replicated that out there. And like I said, I was looking for a safe, but we don't have one in the game. So you'll see me grab one of those vaults. I tried maybe like a vault door, and I thought if I added some walls around it, then realized that wasn't going to work. So we got the actual vault itself and sized it down. I'm sure that doesn't actually work in the game anymore once you size it down. We have a little cleaning hutch. We have an outside freezer in the garage, and you'll see I'll also put some shelves, but I replaced them later with a more cluttered look because we've got a lot of garage items. My husband is definitely into making things with his hands, doing outdoors things. He likes to go fishing and hunting and things like that, so we have a lot of outdoor items. And then this is our small bathroom downstairs. It's not small. It's the same size as the one upstairs, but it's a complete downstairs bathroom. They all have those really long, like full wall 70s mirrors as well. So I'm going to try and figure out how to make those a little bit more stylish in the future as well. And it's also all still painted that really weird, boring builder's tan. So we're going to change some of that out in some of the rooms as well. But our ceiling has our living room has super high ceilings, and I'm not looking forward to painting those because that sounds absolutely terrible. In this smaller bedroom upstairs, we are going to have a pull-out couch that's actually being delivered hopefully before Thanksgiving since we have company coming. So that's going to be in there. We have another full bathroom upstairs as well. Just putting some doors on there as well. And the great thing about this house is it has a giant master suite. So that's what we really liked. It has a super big closet. And like I talked about earlier, it was really hard to get proportions correct because like the stairs are different than in real life, and you can't get walls within half a foot, you know. So those two dark spaces that don't have anything in them are just blank spaces that don't exist obviously in the actual house, but that's how I had to make it to get all the rest of the proportions right. In my little office or makeup get ready room, whatever you want to call it here, I have those tall Alex drawers on the right side, so that's what I was trying to replicate, and then the smaller Alex drawer on the left from IKEA. So that's what we were replicating. I have a large mirror, and that's where I also film in there as well, so not the same backdrop, but I got pretty close. Anywhere you see those clothes racks, those are the closets, since I thought that would be really hard to replicate. We kind of ran out of room, or it didn't really work because they're the type of closets that are super skinny and just have like the folding doors. So to replicate that, I put the little closed doors, put a couple of closet units in the master bedroom with closet here. And then we're doing some tile. I don't super like the tile that's in the bathrooms and the dining room. That's all the same stuff, but it'll work for now.
with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one. 'Cause you are the only one. The only one. 'Cause you are the only one.
Now, I thought the roofs were going to be the hardest part. I usually have the hardest time doing it on all the other houses that I build in The Sims, but this one is actually pretty straightforward. It's a little different in the back, but I don't think it's possible, at least not for me with my skill level, to do it the way that it's in the back of our actual house. It kind of slopes down onto that little bit, and I'm sure I could have figured that out after 6,100,000 tries, but I think it's pretty similar, and it's actually more of a simple roof than I thought, so it wasn't too bad. So this is the build. I'm bringing you through kind of in a first-person view, and I have no idea why there's a mailbox in the middle of the room. That's just weird. But we're going through the kitchen here, into the dining room with our little bar area, and then the living room gives you a view of kind of how tall those ceilings are. And you can kind of see we have a little nook for our bookshelf, and then we're heading down the hall here. On our right is that smaller bedroom, which just has a closet on the right side there. And then this is the bathroom downstairs. And then from there, we're going to go out to the garage. Pretty simple. Not a whole lot going on out there. We have the closet under the stairs, which doesn't have anything in it in the video game, but of course it's full of like holiday decor. That's our dog Brutus running by. I do have him running around. We'll head upstairs. So I didn't put any railings on the stairs. I'll have to remember to do that. We're heading to the small bedroom upstairs, and this is where we have our pull-out couch, and it's going to be Cam's game room and kind of man cave eventually. We've got the guest bathroom upstairs. And then this is my filming room / office / makeup room / get ready room, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll head on down to the master, which is pretty good. It's pretty big. Got our dresser with our TV on it, our closet, our Jack and Jill's type bathroom, and then our little water closet. And then heading back downstairs, we're going to go through the living room and out the back so you can kind of see the backyard. We have some patio chairs and a table out here. A little gravel on the right side. Little garden as well. We have our trash can and our recycling can out there. Oh, I also didn't put a fence on the gate, or a gate on the fence. That's nice. But we have some landscaping and we're heading on out. So next week, I'm going to be posting a video of me making our family. So myself, my husband, and our dog. So make sure and check back for that. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Please like the video if you liked it and subscribe for future videos. Bye!